Every year on 22nd of March, the world gets together to mark the occasion of World Water Day. It is a day to celebrate water. The theme for this year's report is Water and Sustainable Development. India is very proud to host the release of World Water Development Report 2015.
India has indeed been one of the forerunners and at the forefront of demonstrating innovative ideas on a range of development issues. Led by the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, we are also already seeing an upscaling of some of these innovations through new path-breaking programs like the National Clean Ganga Mission and the Prime Minister's agriculture and irrigation programs.
As far as India is concerned, India has the 4% of world water resources of the world, while it should support the 16% of world population and 15% of livestock. The challenge is huge, but can be addressed and should be addressed.
ऐसी स्थितियाँ दुनिया के बहुत कम देशों में मिलती है जब एक ही देश में एक तरफ बहुत अधिक पानी है, बाढ़ और अतिवृष्टि का कारण बनता है, जान माल का नुकसान होता है। दूसरी तरफ ऐसे एरियाज भी हैं जहाँ पर पीने का पानी, खेतीबाड़ी के पानी के लिए बहुत संघर्षपूर्ण स्थिति रहती है। बंधुओं, जल बहुत ही सीमित है। जल का बिना दुनिया में किसी के अस्तित्व की हम कल्पना नहीं कर सकते हैं।
Climate change is now becoming a main driver of changes in water resources sector. Policies and practices for mitigating climate change or adapting to it can have impact on water resources, and the way we manage water can affect the climate.
It is about our water links to all other areas that we need to consider to create the future that we want. It is very, very timely because this year is also the year where the world will agree on a number of ways to shape our future. As you know, it is the year when we reach a term for the Millennium Development Goals, and it is the year where the new development agenda comes to light. But it is also the year, I'm just back from Sendai in Japan, where the world decided on the framework for the next 15 years on disaster reduction. And as you know, you don't need to be reminded of that in this room, that water disasters are the most frequent of all disasters, and they are big killers. All these things are not separate, independent issues. They are linked together. You cannot talk about sustainable development if you don't talk about sustainable use of water. You cannot talk about sustainable use of water if you don't tackle the issue of disaster prevention. And you cannot do that if you don't tackle the issue of climate change. We cannot deal with these issues in isolation.
Mahatma Gandhi said once, "Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greeds." On this occasion, I'm calling on the UN system and all the nations and member states to join forces to push for the water goal identified by the UN Open Working Group. Water needs to rank high up in the post-2015 agenda, and it is undeniably the fundamental enabler of sustainable development.
In Asia, significant progress has been made in terms of access to improved drinking water. People using improved water supplies increased by 19% in Southern Asia and 23% in Eastern Asia between 1990 and 2012. However, nearly 1.7 billion people in the region, more than half living in rural areas, still do not have access to improved sanitation as of 2012. As the UN Secretary General, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, says in his message, World Water Day highlights the essential and interconnected role of water. To address the many challenges related to water, we must work in a spirit of urgent cooperation, open to new ideas and innovation, and prepared to share the solutions that we all need for a sustainable future. If we do so, we can end poverty, promote global prosperity and well-being, protect the environment, and withstand the threat of climate change.
The international community is facing manifold challenges. There is growing urbanization, rapid development, need to attain food water and energy security, also caring for the onset of climate change and increasing climatic variability besides escalating consumption patterns. Now, water resources monitoring has been ignored for many years in many countries. Existing databases and global and national assessments are inadequate for addressing the 21st century challenges, water use conflicts, and increased climatic variability. In fact, to be honest, we know much less data than a couple of decades ago due to the shrinking and decaying hydrological data and collection network. Well, the lack of data and modern analysis means countries now face increased water insecurity, threatening food, energy, water supplies, economic development, and internal stability.
Water is an essential resource for agriculture, industry, energy, environment, and is an enabler of trade for most types of goods and services. Water supply, both quantity and quality, at the place where the user needs it, must be reliable and predictable to support financially sustainable investment in economic activities. A balanced allocation among sectors and users is key to sustainability. 2.5 billion people lack access to improved sanitation. This lack of access to water, sanitation, and hygiene, or WASH, takes a huge toll on health and well-being and comes at a large financial cost, including a sizable loss of economic activity.
Italy believes that the post-2015 development agenda and the identification of the future sustainable development goals should include the central issue of water. In fact, the goals of building a green economy, paving the way to sustainable development, as well as eradicating poverty and achieving durable peace, cannot be reached without an efficient integrated water management system based upon access to safe drinking water and sanitation. Moreover, we do believe that water must be also considered as and included among the human rights. In our view, the Sustainable Development Goals, which will integrate the existing Millennium Development Goals, should therefore include specific and measurable targets and indicators concerning water and sanitation.
Sustainable development and management of water resource is the key to the success of all human development efforts, and more so in the case of food security. Food security should not only mean food availability and address the issues of access to the available food and its absorption. But at the same time, national development should also include food security.
We have reached a very exciting part of the program where we would be announcing the winner of Stockholm Water Prize 2015, and as we promised, today's winner is going to generate a lot of excitement in this room.
The 2015 laureate is awarded the Stockholm Water Prize for his innovative water restoration efforts in improving water security in rural India, and for displaying extraordinary courage and determination in his quest to improve the living conditions for those most in need. Please welcome on stage the 2015 Stockholm Water Prize laureate, the Waterman of India, Shri Rajendra Singh. So, Shri Singh, how do you feel being the winner of the Stockholm Water Prize 2015?
मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है कि ये पुरस्कार दुनिया में साइंटिस्टों को दिया जाता है। मेरे गांव के लोग जिन्होंने मुझे साइंस सिखाई, जिन्होंने मुझे पानी की टेक्नोलॉजी और इंजीनियरिंग और विज्ञान सिखाया, ये उनका सम्मान है। और उन्हीं का ये सम्मान है। मैं उसका केवल निमित्त हूँ। 31 साल पहले जिन किसानों ने मुझे ये इंजीनियरिंग और टेक्नोलॉजी और विज्ञान सिखाया, मैं ये मानता हूँ कि ये पुरस्कार आपके संगठन ने उनकी साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजी को आपने चुना, रेस्पेक्ट दिया, इसके लिए आपको धन्यवाद। मुझे आनंद है।